Hi everyone, delonewolf here. Welcome back for some more EVE Online. In today's video I'm taking the Enforcer out for another spin in the SWAT skin. So we are here to drop on the enemy, on the pirates, and I just found a Sansha command relay. Always nice to take a look at that one. I think in the previous video did a test in the 4 out of 10. Managed it pretty well. Tank maybe at the tail end there was a little bit of a problem, and so here we'll see same thing in the second room because we will be diving without a mobile tractor unit. But let's take a look at how well we can handle all of these small targets in the Enforcer. That can be interesting. We're definitely gonna add in the small drones for this, but let's start firing with some precision missiles and see how this first destroyer hull Black Op Assassin, that one just got one shot, but I fire so quickly that I fired a second volley. That's interesting. So let's try a one and then stop on the Black Ops agent. That one was just blasted away. Let's send the drones on the squad leader and then take a look at it with just the missiles. Again, one volley on that one. Alright, that one was not one shot then. Second volley should get the job done. Drones are fine. Next we got, I think that's gonna be a destroyer, this one. Also requiring 2 shots. So that one is down, and we got some audio glitching then. Let's go for the next one. First volley. Alright, so it looks like the drones actually helped basically get those one-shots going. Let's head towards that Black Ops squad leader, see if he doesn't drop anything. With the Afterburner, shields are fine. He is down. Drones are picking their next target. First drone is under attack a little bit, so that's interesting. And then, you know what I could do? We could try a different tactic. Let's make a little bit of room. And then let's get our 5 launchers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spread the damage out as we take the loot, and let's see how this works. So first volley, shields are practically gone. Second volley, armor is practically gone. And then on the next one, some of them are taken down and my drones are doing okay, but now you do get a lot more explosions all over the place, and this may actually against small targets be a better tactic, as we are using fewer missiles, I think, or fewer wasted DPS like this. So that's interesting. Splitting them up here does feel really good. Second part of the room basically cleaned up in absolutely no time. So I'm going to take this. You guys can return to the drone bay and then we'll move on to room number 2. Let's keep them split up here. Let's do a quick reload, get a feel of... That's decently fast. We should be there by the time we get out of warp, and so SWAT dropping in on room number 2. Of course, the only small target here is our primary target, and alright, not bad either. Let's go for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 missiles only to start out with. We are perfectly in range for these precision missiles. Ouch. Felt like a big hit on the shields from this range. So here again, look at that, almost the entire shield's taken down from a single missile. They're in armor from a second one. Armor should be gone on the third one, unless they're repping, like this one. And then 2 more for the rest of the armor and the structure. That feels quite decent. So let's do that again on the rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's add in the small drones to soften up the Black Ops commander as we slowly get closer to him. So that's 2. Next up is 3. So it's actually 5 missiles for most of them, and if they manage a rep, then it's 6 missiles. So this again kind of confirms that splitting the damage like this is gonna be more efficient, because using 10 missiles for a double volley is quite a little bit of a waste. So now we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again on the rest. So I just need to do a little bit of targeting. That's definitely very good. And then these guys go down and we can go for that loot without any trouble. Alright, very interesting lesson. I think it doesn't matter that much against like a cruiser or something like that, but you can definitely basically save a little bit of time and some missiles. Unfortunately, no loot on this one, by spreading your DPS out and splitting your launchers. Alright, let's see if there's anything else of note in this system. There are 2 more signatures after all. Do a little bit more exploration. Let's see what this is down here. In the meantime, my small drones, oh, I could actually just go after them with the launchers as well. It's 4 of them, so that should be fine. Let's do a 1, 2, 3, 4, and then maybe 5 on you, something like that. Now let's see what this is. In the meantime, they are blowing up in the background. I'm not too worried anymore at this point. We can stop the Afterburner. That's beautiful explosion, not a bugged one. Alright, and let's see, this is not too easy to scan down, so this could be decently tricky or a good combat site. And then we get a reload all and we are good to go. Unfortunately, it's a wormhole, so let's see if... Alright, this is close to that planet. Like that. 40 missiles. Alright, and it was like 5 to 6 for a single one. Yeah, we pretty easily clean out most of these rooms, especially in the 3 out of 10, without having to really reload. And then this one is pretty much on top of the planet. Alright. Still not really this. You can notice maybe sometimes I'm having some trouble grabbing what I need for the probes. I'm still not used to this mouse that I'm using. It's basically a little bit too light or something like that for me to really get a good feeling. So sometimes I'm struggling with that just a little bit, but I'm also looking at getting a new keyboard because my control button tends to get stuck a little bit. So we will hopefully have an improvement soon. And let's see, this is a combat site and it's a rogue drone asteroid infestation. You know what? Let's consider this a test for small targets for the Enforcer. First one, 3 out of 10, went really well, but now we're talking the smallest stuff that you can go up against, which is the drones. So let's run this rogue drone infestation and see how the ship handles that one. Range is going to be a little bit more of a problem if I'm not mistaken. First room, you get a couple targets that are really far away, but if we use the Afterburner right from the start, that should be fine as well. So let's go in there and yeah, see how she handles the rogue drones. We're not only going after the pirates, we're also going after the drones that are no longer loyal to us. Oh yeah, first room, just a couple. So that's going to be an interesting test right off the bat. I'm just going to use one launcher on a single one of these to see how that works. This is with precision missiles, which should be pretty good. 1, 2... Alright, just straight up one shot. That's nice. Way better damage application than what I would have thought at first. And apparently, yeah, it's my control button. It is causing me some trouble. So there we go. First room, super easy. 3 targets, 3 missiles. They are down. That does make me feel really good about flying this ship with this skin. That's surgical striking the way we like it. And then room number 2, we should have a lot more stuff, including a couple of these guys and a casket all the way back there. So I'm actually going to fly up towards them with the Afterburner. Then we're gonna start targeting all of this small stuff that's in range for my missile, so that's perfect. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are large ones. That should be pretty good. Oh, should have re-clicked because I'm actually wasting ammo again on this range. So let's try that again on the second part. So just do a 1-1. So that is a single missile for sure. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Yeah, we're just straight up one-shotting all of these guys. That is very, very nice. But then, of course, we come to the non-subverted drones, you could say, but to the real rogue drones. And they could be a little bit different. So let's see how a single missile goes onto these guys. Yeah, there we go. That definitely is a step up in strength. So let's see if we can get a count. Maybe focus on this one a little bit. That's the second volleys going out, and that's, you know, hardly any damage on the shields. They're just a little bit too small, a little bit too fast. Look at that, that's 2 missiles. Oh, and a couple of them are actually out of range as well. Let's see if I can get my... I'm actually gonna stop all of the launchers here. Let's send these guys up there, and then do a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That should be okay. Alright, yep. They're not really targeting me either. But quite noticeable, right? Once you've got those small targets just doing their own little orbit, so you don't always have too good a range on them or too good of velocity transversal on them. Even these missiles are not hitting them that well. 65 kilometers, can't even use my drones on the final targets, but we'll close in, I think, after we grab the caskets. 50-year overseer wasn't really worth it, but good lesson. I kind of like the information that we're gathering here on trying to handle the small targets. And why is this guy still at 68? Aren't these drones supposed to be pretty fast? Yeah, he's also stuck. He's actually also stuck inside that asteroid, just like me at the moment. Or yep, there we go. So let's bounce off of it. Annoying sights with all of the traveling, but a very good one if you want to test your... need to be within 60 kilometers. Alright, so we'll get closer on that. And he's approaching as well now, I think. Should be good at 59. He's finally also... yeah, look at that. Making a little bit of speed. Finally going around that asteroid. My drones are coming in as well. And that's 2 shots. Alright. That's not that bad as like the complementary weapon, and with these missiles able to decently well handle the small targets, and then them also being able to tackle like cruisers and bigger targets. So I'm honestly very impressed with the buffs here. This Enforcer is really a pretty nice combat exploration ship. 5 launchers, a little bit better than the Gila. So overall, I'm liking this. Very good. Let's go for that scratched casket, slow-boated. So we get a couple of those. Alright, we can do that test again, I think. This time we should have a better time hitting them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll actually do 5 on that one. So this is pure missiles. Let's see. So this is a little bit better as they are heading towards me. They're nicely in range. Second one, shields down and have armor, so they don't have a lot extra after their shields. That's basically what needs to be broken, and then we are absolutely fine. This time they're coming a little bit closer. Let's start targeting as much as we can. Afterburner up as well. Next set of targets. Blop, blop, blop. Including drones, 1 shot on one of these as well. So that's really good. 3, 4. You're going down, and then, ooh, that's a tiny target. That could be interesting as well. These are super fast, these Decimator Alphas. Yeah, and here we reach the limit of what the missiles can handle. So I should stop this, because we're just, you know, really not being very efficient, and I should use my drones to take care of that one in the end. Way better. You saw they came in range and just blapped it right away. And so you can see, rogue drones, we do start to hit that limit on how small a target our missile launchers can handle. Add in these small drones and we do just fine though. See if there's any loot here. Sometimes you can get something nice. Or is it this one that I need to go to? There we go. Unfortunately, no drone loot. I think you can get like afterburners and micro drives, and also some BPCs, I think, and some drone damage augmenters and things like that. So that was actually, in my book, pretty interesting. From Dira we go, well, I'll actually go back to Tashinaz on this one. reload and see how it works. But consider this test number 2 for the Enforcer. How does it handle small ships? Well, really, really well, up until you go against the best and fastest rogue drones. That really does start to be the limit, but you've got the small drones as a backup for that. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and as always, I'll see you next time.